For the first time, ex-Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Schur appeared in person inside of a Grand Rapids courtroom charged with second-degree murder in the death of Patrick Lyoya.
Lyoya's family came to court today to hear the testimony before a judge decides if the case against their son's killer will move forward.
Outside the courtroom, demonstrators gathered to support Lyoya and his family, continuing their calls for justice in his death.
We also saw a group of people file in supporting the ex-officer, wearing shirts that read "Stand with Schur." Our crews were also in court today talking with supporters on both sides and listening to the testimony.
Target 8 investigator Susan Samples is here now with the key moments from the courtroom today. Susan.
After months of passionate debate on the streets of Grand Rapids, the first testimony in a courtroom. And for the first time, Patrick Lyoya's parents saw in person the former police officer charged with murdering their son during a traffic stop. In today's hearing, they played the cell phone video of the shooting. Officer Schur did not appear to react when it was played. Here is that moment. Also, for the first time today, we heard from the passenger in Lyoya's car who took that video. He described the moments of the shooting.
So at first I was just sitting in the car. Okay, so when I see him in the office, I started wrestling. I know something was wrong, so that's when I took out. I get off the car and then took my phone, and then started recording.
All right. I want to make sure that I understood you say you saw the officer and Patrick wrestling.
Yeah, they was going back and forth. Yes, sir.
All right. And they were wrestling over by the house.
In front of the house, yes, in front of it.
So why did you get out of the car?
It looked something was wrong.
So when you get out of the car, what do you do?
I get out the car and then I took out my phone.
And what do you do with your phone?
I recorded the video you guys saw.
Some of the most critical testimony today was about whether Patrick Lyoya could have used the taser to overtake Officer Schur. An expert testified that Schur used the only 2 cartridges in the taser. Both missed Lyoya, but it's possible the taser could still have been used and potentially caused what the expert calls NMI, or neuromuscular incapacitation.
As long as the cartridges are still installed into the handle, the potential for NMI is there, especially with a struggle going on and people moving around. The potential is there.
We also heard from one of the neighbors who saw former Officer Schur struggle with Lyoya. He says he did not see the fatal shot, but did describe what he saw as the balance of power between the two.
The officer has control of Patrick the whole time. And when I say control, I mean physical control. Like if it was a wrestling match, the officer's always winning 60-40. It's like a football game where one team always has the lead. You know, he always had the lead, wasn't by much, and you could tell he was getting worn out, but he always had the upper hand.
For much of the afternoon, an expert called by Schur's attorneys walked through the 3 video angles of the shooting. Defense attorneys were trying to show that Lyoya got control of the officer's taser during the struggle and did pose a threat. The defense has one more witness they may call tomorrow. Once testimony wraps, the judge will decide whether there's enough testimony or enough evidence to move this case forward to go to trial. We will follow it every step of the way. Brian and Sue.
All right. Susan, thank you. Our team coverage continues now with Target 8 investigator Ken Colker.
He is at the Kent County Courthouse where supporters of both Lyoya and Schur gathered today.
As Christopher Schur's family, friends, and other supporters sat behind him in court today, some of those who supported Patrick Lyoya were outside the courthouse. The Kent County Sheriff's Department provided extra security at today's preliminary hearing. At Schur's last hearing, protesters loudly berated the former officer's supporters.
You care about these police officers, tell them to quit their job.
But this time, there were no reported incidents. Those here for Schur refused to talk on camera. Some wore "I Stand with Schur" t-shirts. Some told us they wanted their presence to speak for itself. Lyoya's father and mother were among those here for their son, sitting in court behind the prosecutor.
Justice for Patrick! Justice for Patrick! Justice!
Outside, a crowd that grew to about 24 chanted in support of Lyoya. Some wore Justice for Patrick t-shirts. Some held Convict Christopher Sure signs. But when you're chanting Justice for Patrick, what does justice mean? What is it going to take to
That means that these cops need to be held accountable.
Did you know Patrick?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But I know that Patrick is a black man, and I gave birth to a black daughter, and I have black brothers.
After the hearing, an attorney for the Lyoya family said he planned to file a civil suit in federal court within weeks. Live in Grand Rapids, I'm Target investigator Ken Kolker.
Okay, Ken, thank you for that live report. Christopher Sure's preliminary hearing continues tomorrow. We'll continue to stream that testimony live at woodtv.com.